Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay, hi. Hold on, let me swap to the fucking main foreground. Oh god, it still doesn't really look. I still haven't completed the change to the fucking the main default fucking the napkin moving when you're in the bathtub just doesn't look that good. It looks a bit weird. Hello everyone, welcome to the what are we calling these? The Moonlight Marcy. I'm sorry, you can tell from that just how disorientated I am. I don't know. I've been wanting to get back to it and do another one of these streams for a very, very long bit of time. The only thing that has been fucking, like, actually stopping me has been pure, absolute exhaustion. In fact, I would have done this stream like an hour earlier, like today, if I didn't decide to take a wonderful, beautiful, lovely nap that felt like bliss hitting my eyes, and oh golly, it was an amazing. I think I had dreams, but I don't remember them. It's too late to remember on such beauty, but yeah, I've been absolutely. I don't know. I've been absolutely hard at fucking work with all the bullshit I've been having to deal with. What originally like took me off of streaming was that I had to do a art project with a due date. That art project was really fucking funny. It's for like an object camp. It's basically where I put a little character through a competition and have to make a lot of. Well, I don't have to make a lot of art for it. That's just like my default modus operandi whenever I'm making an entry for the competition. And so I had to make a lot of art for it, and that took a lot of time, and especially because it had a due date, I had to make sure that me and the person I was working with had, got everything in on time, and everything looked perfect. One of the funniest fucking things. So we made the entry using Google Slides, which is something that someone is very much trying to get me to make a lot of stuff in. Thankfully, I'm very wealthily prepared with a great amount of knowledge to get that shit done. We may see the inklings of a start to a Rememberist quest in this one that pertains to Google Slides. But anyways, one of the things that for some reason happened in the entry that we made was that at a certain point, if you ever scroll down using like the scroll, like whenever you make a slides or a PowerPoint, you scroll down on the left of all the slides that you have and like see what you got, so you can like just like click on one of them and see what's in that specific slide. You could not do that too quickly on the entry that we had, due to the fact that for some reason, at some point, if you scroll down too quick, your computer would crash. Actually crash. And this happened to me multiple times where I would just scroll down on the entry and my computer would freeze the fuck up, and I couldn't do anything about it, because if I closed my Firefox, I would lose all the. One of the things that I find is appealing is one of the appeals to my Zampania streams is that I make sure everything is in stasis from the last time I went through Zampania. I think that's appealing due to the fact that it makes my adventure it's a stop and go adventure. We stop at one point and we continue in the next stream. So I could not close Firefox just in case that it wouldn't restore those tabs. So what I did each and every time would just be, well, fuck, I guess my computer crashes. Oh fucking well. And it would be the funniest shit because I think from the, because I was in a call with the person I was making the entry with. From the perspective of the person I was working with, she kept hearing me just like, hold on, uh-oh, and then just like slowly fade out into like a roboticized mess, and I was gone. And it would be it'd be a treat. It'd be funny as hell, in my opinion. It'd be funny. We have great guests of the stream, the Rememberist and the voice call right now. Don't worry, I made sure to take special notice of you whenever you join the call. I was just wondering if you were ever gonna say a word. But at least we have audience participation in the fact that we apparently have a live one. This is not usual, as my audiences are most likely dead at least at some point in their life. I mean, we've only got 2 survivors in the Zampanio Sim Discord. This is a known fact. So I doubt anyone in this chat room right now has experienced life for very long, or has experienced death at some point. But yes, that was one of the things that was stopping me from doing streaming at first. The second thing was that I have a job, and that job decided to kill me, I guess. Once again, I am very much not a survivor either. I get killed plenty. First stream I got killed pretty quickly, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, what has been happening with my job? I for like 3 nights in a row last week, I had to stay with the close. For each night last week, I had to, I had to close. I had to close with everyone else, which is, I'm fine with that usually. But like for the first 3 or 4 nights, I'd be closing till midnight because someone's not doing their job, someone's being slow, someone's being fucked up, and it would be torture. It'd be death upon me. I mean, straight up, I feel like I feel like receiving electroshock therapy would have been better than having to stay at work till midnight. I don't even know what electroshock therapy is. Probably feels good, honestly. That's something to bring up to my therapist later, if I had one. But yes, I have been so heavily just killed by work, and it actually was made worse today due to the fact that I had to come in on an off day due to a bit of miscommunication. It was my off day, but they still made me work because they really needed more people, and at least I didn't have to close. But fuck, busing is a really tough job. It requires a lot of physical lifting, especially because I like to have myself be the pinnacle whenever I am working a job. I like to have myself be the working woman, the one that can be considered the best of the best whenever I'm in the room. Yes, I know. I mean, it works. I certainly could be considered the best of the best most of the time. It is but it does definitely it definitely takes the steam out your sails whenever you're constantly relied on, and especially when when I have to do all the heavy lifting. Well, I don't have to. I could probably ask for help, but I feel like for the sake of efficiency in the fucking restaurant, I want to make sure that shit is done while I'm also doing stuff. It's a balance. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, I'm seeing that some of your little guys are showing up on the little bottom thing here. Here we go. Let's have your little guys running around. You're like hamsters to me. It's cute. Hamsters with my face on them. Well, not my face, but certainly my beautiful complexion. I'm loving the live audience here. Baby, you mind opening this bottle? She's too far away. I can't hand her the bottle. So sad. I'll never have this bottle open. Soda is not for me. Oh, here we go. She hurt her hand. Folks, she hurt her hand. Oh. And we have soda in the room! Oh, okay. Fuck, sorry. I mean, I guess the people would like some fucking hydration. This is my hydration, alright? This is my water. Soda! Soda! I'd probably be dead soon if I won't fix my sleep. Hey, I understand. If you need to go to sleep at a proper time, that's good for you. I'm gonna be staying up for a little bit. Once again, the reason I was late here was because I took a nap. Because I am probably gonna be staying up for quite a bit, because today I got work starting at 11 a.m. Then till 6 p.m. So it won't be 12 a.m. close, but still. It'll be a long day's work, I'll tell you that. Better than most days. Merry crisis. Merry crisis. What's with the crickets? The crickets seem like the most damning thing you've ever brought upon this stream, rememberist. It feels like I'm being active. It feels like that is the torture. That's right. The torture. Whenever I am in a room, I should be receiving oodles and oodles of laughter and joyous, rancorous joy. But instead I am receiving upon me crickets sometimes, and it is... You see? This should be how it is every day. Torture is subjective? I feel like I'm receiving very objective torture right now, if I may be so honest. From a Watsonian Anadorialist perspective. Alright. Okay. With all that being said, once again, with all that being said, I have Zampanio, all the Zampanian tabs ready and raring to go. And they're all not Friday versions anymore, because last stream we were on the we're going on Friday, which I mean didn't really do much to impede our progress, if I may be so honest. I was very much able to go across branches or paths that had not been heavily modified due to it being Friday, but it was interesting. It was fun. Today I want to possibly go over the Zampanio Sim Discord. See what the said something about taking a look at the Chronicles of the Marked next stream. Exactly. You got me, and I got myself. I knew what I remembered, and I remembered what I wanted to do. The Chronicles of the Marked is what I'll be trying to go through in this stream, as well as I would like to pay heed to a certain rememberist's branch that she has worked very hard on. This includes the videos. Why crickets? Is it not ready? Should I try it on a different stream? She's laughing. She's laughing at me. The live audience is laughing at me, which is collectively she, I guess. Excuse me. Fuck. I mean, what? I forgot that there's a steal status thing on Discord. I don't know why. I was about to steal someone's status right now. She plural? I mean, I guess that's true. Most of the unmarked nowadays don't really know much about the Chronicles of the Marked. It'll be fun to see someone reflect on that again. Lamau? Let's see. And if think bows, thank you. And if we also have time, I might just start on the Rememberist's quest of making a Google slide all about the economics that I wish to the what you should invest in PowerPoints that you should pay heed to whenever you finally get the opportunity to invest, baby. With all that being said, let's move on to the scene. Well, hold on, let me quickly check out if my captures are right. Yes, my captures are perfectum. Let me quickly go to the Zampanio Discord, get everything good and ready there. Alright, let's move on over, shall we? Let's see if this is the right button. Woo! And we're here! Oh, what's in the background is the Clip Studio Paint. Let me actually, I forgot that I had our beautiful, wonderful bunch of tabs over here. And let me quickly check if unfortunately with one of the, this is a real unfortunate one, folks. I'm very sorry. One of the things that was lost on one of the crashes whenever I did the project was that Zampanio Day 3 notes are completely gone. I'm so sorry, folks. It seems that that's one of the things that got completely deleted I mean, for some reason I just don't save things really good. So that doesn't note bad of a backup feature, does it? Well, sure. I mean, even Clip Studio Paint was having a hard time, like, what was it called? There's a recording of me writing it? Of course. That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, I could probably transcribe it from the recording, if I really wanted to. But also, I feel like I'm very much able to just, like, look over my video and have the Spark notes, spark in my head. So that might be working. It died in the bite of 87. Oh, golly. They couldn't make any more bites. Wait, no, there was a second bite in fucking, what is it called? Five Nights at Freddy's. It was like the bite of 83? Spark of Creation Notes? Hold on. Minecraft. Holy shit. Today we're going to be writing our notes in Minecraft font, because I have that in here. Hold on, wait, hold on. What other fucking fonts do I have? Let's see, we have Wingdings. I'm not gonna write any. We have Undertale Deltarune! You know what? We're writing our notes in Undertale Deltarune font. Fuck yes! Can we get a cheer for that? Can we get a cheer for that? Oh, hold on. Okay. I guess we're moving back. Oh, okay. Thank you. There we go. Despite everything, it's still Zampanio. Day 4 notes. Let's see. Wow, this has a lot of spacing in between the in between everything. I'm sure that'll be fine. They had to think about it. Is Undertale not that popular these days? They had to think about it. Sorry, the hardest hitting game of our century has apparently had the audience biffed with unknowing of whether or not they should applaud for it. I couldn't be a little bit shocked. Alright, day 4 notes. Let's write down what we're going to be doing today, which will be going over the chronic... I can't spell. This font is really big. I might regret this, but whatever. Of the marked. Day 4 notes. Going over rememberist branch. Chronicles. Hold on, did I do it right? I did it right. Hey! Oops, I punched my mic. Hey, we're doing shit right today. Did I not spell it right? Hold on. Chronocles. Chronicles? Oh, okay. Well, you win some, you lose some. For some reason, I just have a tough time spelling long words that start with C. I have a Discord. What was it? Entirely dedicated. It's called the Council of Marcy's. And you could probably see for a moment there how bad I spelled council, unless I spelled it right that time. It's a bit that I keep on misspelling the title of the Discord. All right. So the Chronicles of the Marked would be all of the stuff from all the way up here. Hey. I still love that name. The Watcher did a good job coming up with it. That's cool. So we got, like, it's basically everything that is from 2021, 2022. I'm going to quickly check what the Rememberers just sent me through my phone Discord. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Let's see. So, I assume most of the stuff that I'd be searching through would not have to pertain to any of the thread chats, so I will try not to have those show up on stream. It would mostly be the stuff, like, that is not threaded, which is very interesting to me how... I feel like the threads in the Zevanios in Discord are quite a unique way for a community to come together. Honestly, I have to say it. I really enjoy it. It's neat. It's nice. I feel like it fits the shambling horror part of the Zevania Legends. Thank you. If you want to jump to the start of a channel quickly, you can search my messages on that channel and sort by oldest to newest. Newest? Ooh. Again, you can tell that I'm going through a bit of... No nudity! No nudity allowed on stream! No nudist! We new N-E-W... Hey! We don't... Discord, show me the most naked messages. For all intents and purposes, we cannot allow the most naked messages to show up on stream. We'd be on a different streaming platform if so. When the unmarked era began, there were no threads. Exactly. There we go. Damn, this soda's good. For some reason I've been having a good time just drinking like soda that's made like really, I guess, close to where it's being to where I live. Like craft stuff, like the way I described it to my wife when I got it tonight was, this is like the indie music of drinks, which is quite the fucking stupid thing to say. Oh! Right, I really gotta... God, I just remembered I have so many art projects to do. That just hit my mind. Oops. There's definitely a... What is it called? If you weren't here last stream, I was part of it. I was interviewed by the Rememberist, and that's definitely something that I gotta contribute to at some point, because it was quite the lovely interview, and I'd like to make sure it comes out sometime. So you'll be seeing that at some point once I get my shit together. Soda! Naked Snake! Good memories. Yeah, I still remember the early days, good memories. I remember Crimson Destroyer. You were... I've seen you in some of these logs, I believe. Were you an early member of this sort of thing? I assume so. I at least remember your words from outside the threads, or at least that you've been here for. Oh, actually, let me see if I can actually find your. Golly, there's a lot of. Oh, I'm glad that tags are quite small so that they are not that seen on stream. I'm technically marked, but only technically. Very intriguing. Very intriguing. Were you a late marked? Were you all I did was play Roblox one time? That's a great way to get marked. I don't know. I feel like that's very fun. Just play Roblox. Suddenly you're really important. Let's put on some fucking music. Let's see. So I'm gonna let's start at rules, because I feel like rules are very good, are very important towards the budding start of a server. And let me see if I can make this any larger for the stream. Possibly get rid of this tab. Most of the marked are simply those who were present for the marked era. That makes sense. I feel like that's a very that's a good reason to get marked, I guess. Since the end of the marked era, I've simply been around watching. Yes, so I mean, you're here in this stream right now. I can only assume that's why that's how you're watching. Alright, so we have for the first rules 9/11. Whoa, we had a great start to the Zampanios in Discord. Look, I get it. We're all confused and obsessed with Zampanio. Why did the previous server get abandoned? Why is it all locked? Where did the game and all the facts from it go? This is a place where we can collate what we know about Zampanio and try to solve some of these mysteries. As such, hopefully we only need a few rules. I swear to redacted, if you make me wear my moderator hat again, I will destroy everything. 1, no big tree. 2, don't shit in the pool. 3, all theories are valid. And then we have this one, let's see, we have... This would be only like a couple weeks after. For some reason, we have JR goes to a different profile, and their new profile has their profile picture just be swapped. Non-linear? Might be a good idea to search the whole server from oldest messages to see what the actual oldest are. The chronicles of the marked are very non-linear, especially if you go by one channel all the time. That makes sense. I mean, I was thinking of doing that, but I feel like that would have been a much more. What? Hey, why would that show up on? Happening now? Hitting the shard holder with hammers and rocks and stuff. Let's see who created this. I see the remembrance. So you wish to kill me? It's time. Don't tell the jar holder. Y'all have a bad idea of like secrecy. If this is how you think you can put one over me, you sure put a knife over me. That's for sure. And it's gone. Fuck. All right. Filters from none of these people has mentions date when the message was sent, before. How would you? I don't have any secrets, only lies. Important distinction. before 2026. Oh, beautiful. Time to go through every fucking message anyone's ever sent. Lies, but your text is in teal. Oh. Lies equals text in teal? I don't know. Let's fucking write notes. Can you just say before today and sort by oldest to see everything chronologically? It'll be pretty clear when the chronicles are over, I think. I don't think I'll be going. I don't think I'll be able to see the end of the chronicles. Before today, sort by oldest to see literally everything oldest. Filters, date, before, and how do I search? Stop. How do I search oldest? Stop.
It'll be after you hit enter, boss.
After I hit enter? Oh.
Yeah, like once you do the searching, then you can sort it.
Oh.
I am Mega 6. You're probably not going to hear my voice much today, but I wanted to give you that helpful advice. And if you need any other helpful advice, you know how to summon me.
Thank you. I appreciate your help, Rememberist. Look how fucking squished the damn text is.
And that's right. It was I, the special guest on today's stream, the Rememberist of Quests.
Hey!
You do that.
Get applause here! We got the Rememberist on stream! Applause her now! Oh, you live audience, you'll soon be unalive soon. Like what they say on TikTok! Ow. Let me quickly move these creatures that are, for some reason, out of line. You're all out of line. You're redeeming too quickly. You're not able to get your knives in at a good rate. Instead, you're only redeeming one knife because you're redeeming them too quick. Try to be a little bit more spacious with your knife usage, pal. I wasn't expecting a Marcy lies. But I don't have my text in teal. I am mostly red, if I do say so myself. I scrunched the chant. So it goes. All right. Okay, the first channel that was that was talked in and then subsequently nuked and locked was the venting channel, which first message was, actually no, terrible idea, locking this, and it has never had any more text in it since. Hold on, can you, I want to see if you can. No, you can you, no, you cannot make a thread in this, I think. Silly. You can try your best, but never succeed. And then the third message sent in this Discord was breadcrumbs, red string. Okay, I'll start this off by listing out what I know/believe, since I'm the one obsessed enough to make a side server for a game from 1972 of all things. Sampanio is a game that came out on April 1st, 1972 in Italy. This is not verified, it makes no sense. No one ever mentions what company/person created it. Where in Italy? Was Italy even making games in 1972? The game never really was widely released, but fan translation cracks of it keep popping up online and getting taken down basically immediately. If anyone has a copy, please contact me. There's at least one Discord for the game, for the people cracking it and trying to decompile the source, and everyone either left or got kicked or something. The owner is a dead account, and the server's locked, so no one can post. Why? And it seems to be what happened to this Discord. It is weird. It is weirdly, disturbingly personalized for each person who plays it. That FAQ I found described one playthrough and hinted at a few others, and it was what stuck with me the most. There are just so many weird rumors about it. It makes sifting through the truth and the bullshit especially annoying / rewarding. If you make the window just a little bit wider, I think the text should be at least legible. Well, it's legible on over here at least. That's what mostly matters, I think. But yes, I could sorry. Impulse control is not something I'm especially known for. You spawn with a custom title like Watcher or Emptiness or Void Singer, whatever. It's confusing bullshit, but might hint at the broader theme of your playthrough. The game assigns you incredibly complex backstory and character relations. The game is incredibly buggy, to the point where it's unclear if missing features in some descriptions of playthroughs of the game are intentional, because of the personalization, or because of a bug. The game is incredibly amenable to speedruns. The bugs often do things like give you infinite experience or doing mundane things like keep the menu open during the tutorial. There's some generic main plot about stopping some random big bad evil guy, but almost no one bothers to do this. There is a frankly insane amount of side quests and hidden content that is a true point of Zampania. The game either shifts genre / style entirely based on your session or theirs. Multiple games calling themselves Zampania out there with shared core features. Oh, excuse me. Make it less legible for the true Zampania experience. That sounds horrible. Okay. Oh, I guess we have reduced legibility by having it be completely invisible. I'll read it through this tiny little window that is right here. Oh, it's right. Too late. It already appeared itself again. Gameplay mechanics I've heard of, usually only 2 or 3 are used per game. Leveling up, recruiting, and managing companions. Skill tree. A god system where 2 gods compete for your favor, and the loser becomes a named enemy. Wait, that sounds awesome. City building. Nation scale warfare. Hacking. Apparently some people spawn with the dev console already unlocked. Is this intended? Blah. Do you have any idea how hard it is to make a simulation of a game you can't find, based on rumors that somehow seem to keep being deleted? On the one hand, who could say my simulation is inaccurate? On the other hand, not satisfying on a fandom obsession level. Like, how do you even interpret, and this is not a quote because if I find the FAQ again, I wouldn't be in this mess. Suddenly the game got hyper-realistic. What? That is weird. I don't have the resources to do that. Hence CCTV mode. Which, to be honest, I'm super proud of. Also, and I cannot stress this enough, what does that even mean in a game that is a contemporary of Pong? Probably bullshit, red stringing. Look, most things we know about Zampania is probably bullshit, but data is data, so some sort of curse? What if everything about it end up deleted? Why did the old server get shuttered? Are people just really committed to making it sound creepy? Doomsday vibes? Some playthroughs are reported to be associated with in-game apocalypses that are associated with weird real-life coincidences. It knows more about you than it should. What does this even mean? People tend to get copies out of nowhere if they search for long enough. Are the devs watching people look for it and taking pity on them? Is it an ARG? What is even happening? Okay, we want to stay up, but we really have to do some sleep before tomorrow. Have fun! Don't disappear forever! I feel like I have a very hard time disappearing forever in most use cases of the word. Disappearing and forever. Breadcrumbs. And editing my initial breadcrumbs before I start advertising the server on forums. Was this how it... interesting. Shit, I misspelled my own name in the channel name. There. My cursed of Taipuyus. Well, always haunt me. I mean, in Zabanio, who knows? I mean, I hope I don't disappear forever. That'd be quite sad for a lot of people, but especially me, because I'm about to move. My lies! Guys should add puzzles to the game where certain words being typoed are password hidden, but that would be too cruel and or too easy to fuck up with real typos. And then we have our first person that joins the server. Smeargle used Hex. Here we go. Page 2. Sweet, glad you made it. When you get a chance, if you could add the breadcrumbs and possible connection we were talking about on Game Facts, that'd be huge. I feel like we're on the verge of a breakthrough. Hi, sorry for the late response. I had a busy day. Sure, I'll get right on it when I have a minute. Hex is interesting? Oh, that's good. I've got a couple fragmented aspect strategy guide archives strewn about in the old Google Drive account. That's where I got the info I put on the few aspect pages I've edited on the wiki. I'm still trying to find and piece them together, and apparently past me thought it was a good idea to try and organize them. I still haven't figured out what the organization system was. The file names make no sense, and there are bits and pieces of the same pages in multiple different documents. I'll post what I can find as I find it. Jaded Researcher pinned a message to the channel. So the aspecty things are part of how it personalizes, where the file names might match something I found in my own crawls. Some of them are just the name of the aspect, and then a number. Even more have the number in parentheses, making it unclear if it's a different file or a file with the same name that had a different number auto added to the end. One file is just called zambanio.txt. It's an ASCII art of piano. I don't even know why I have it saved. I've seen references to the piano before. Was it like not a grand piano, but one of the ones with a small vertical back? Like, I've seen a weird distorted image of a piano like this. Oh, cool. Think so? God, I wish I could just find these things I know I saw. I think I lost interest in this thing while I was sorting files. This is a mess. Seriously, no worries. Any amount of breadcrumbs is huge right now. I found 3 files named hunttips.jpg.txt in 3 different folders, and all of them appear to be corrupted in some way. What the fuck? Zampiano? Oh. Zampiano.txt. So it goes. Listen, it's really easy to auto-correct in my head what is meant to be said. But also, but like the typo is like what is meant to be said. It's not even a typo. It's a pun. So it just fucks with me. I found 3 files. Okay. I have to ask. I keep finding references to there being a Grinch. You see, it's this green guy that keeps on ruining Christmas every year. I mean, his heart keeps on getting 3 times bigger, but he always, the next year, has the same movie play out where he steals Christmas. It's kind of fucked up. Just thought I'd bring it up. You keep a Grinch in Zampanio? No way! I believe him. I believe him. Listen, I'm like the opposite of the Grinch. I'm red. The Grinch is green. I'm like the Wrench. Oh, my lies! I'm spilling all my lies everywhere. Can someone help me pick them up? I keep finding references to there being a glitch where hunt is always autocorrected to clown. Clown? The unnamed clowner.
Sucks.
Were you seeing that too? Like, hunters having clown wigs and red noses. Well, get on it. That sounds familiar. Vaguely. Not sure though. The wiki has a list of all the aspects, right? Where'd that list come from? If you want to help me wiki crawl through for if you want to help me wiki crawl looking for resources, we can document it in wiki work. I barely understand wiki history logs as it is, and something about these are fucked up. Made a channel. Well, if nothing else, now I know I gotta work in piano references to my sim. The wiki is weird. All this is weird. I know! That's why it's so friggin' interesting. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this, especially with the two of us digging now, and more I think might be coming. Is it a hacking group? Like, the game is supposedly old enough that... Wait, this is probably possible connections. Possible connections? Okay. So, like, the game is supposed to be stupid old, right? Like, what kind of games were even in the 70s? Well, the point is, if it is older than the internet in some way, do you think it's possible that old guard just kind of put special cases in for it? Like, break the end server if they refer to this game or something. Like, is there a literal blind spot in the actual structure of the internet? The 70s is like Pong ages, according to Google. Exactly. And I've yet to see a single reference to Zampanio that claims it looks like a Pong contemporary. Don't steal my lies, please. I need them. I need my lies. They're so important to me. I made those lies. If you steal my lies, that's like stealing my art. Do you not consider that my lies? Do you not consider that fucked up? Every lie is specially made, like a Zampanio. Every lie is a new game. My lies! Don't, no, I'm not lying. A nice sip of a good drink. It's like cherry flavor. For some reason, I just have a penchant for cherry flavored soda. That's a little lore factoid for your Marcy here. One of the ways I have accepted being in a relationship with someone is I said asterisk sips my cherry cola asterisk. Yeah, sure. And then I had a relationship with someone. It wasn't that good, but you know, I said sips my cherry cola, and that was funny. So that's for some reason just something that I am very, very like aspected to. Cherries. I've yet to see a single reference to Zampanio that claims it looks like a Pong contemporary, but they all resolutely claim it came out like 1972, which you get super sus. But if I were one of the founders... Hold on, did this come out Among Us? I get free cherry coke in my movie theater job? Baller. But if I were one of the founders of the internet, you just know I'd put things like, oh hey, I noticed a web packet with data that says something about Zampanio, change the date. You know? Like, can we prove the internet founders weren't trolls obsessed with a weird game? Everything I've seen has been like referring to some complex multi-character, multi-class RPG. Why would the literal founders of the internet want to do that? I mean, didn't like most of the early internet get made for free by furries or some shit? Isn't that the meme? I love these chat messages. Excuse me. Why wouldn't they put weird jokes in? Maybe it's just a massive research failure? One person said it came out in the 70s as a joke and everybody copied them? Like a big game of telephone. Okay, yeah, I won't deny your answer is way simpler, but is it satisfying? When did the first RPG come out? I think your priorities may be a bit skewed. Let me see. Wow, that's a really bad question. Depends on what you refer to as an RPG. The generally agreed upon first RPG, Google says, came out in 1980, which isn't actually too far off. Okay, internet is what, the 90s? Easily could have predated the internet. Be gonna check out old achievements are. The idea for game achievements can be traced back to 1982 with Activision's patches for high scores. Intriguing. So yeah, I mean, it's not possible. Not possible. Maybe even plausible, but not as 1972, but at least as older than the net. Sure, I've heard of graphics, obviously way more modern, but like, is it possible people are making fan versions? Like, there's plenty of cracked games out there where they improve the graphics or add new content or whatever. That's the point. If we could even find a copy, how could we prove it's the original? Hell, what if someone finds my Civ and thinks it's the original? This feels like something like a moon landing conspiracy, like America developed digital editing software decades before it was available to fake the moon landing kind of deal. People could be reporting on different versions of the same game. I could see that happening. I mean, yeah, the rumors say it's wildly personalized, so it's entirely possible it's just like 10 different games all in the same bundle. And I mean, isn't it kind of fun to go conspiracy ham on something harmless? I guess. Either way, we're in agreement. We want to track down this game, or barring that any info we can find on it, and try to sift through all the bullshit to figure out what it actually is. I'll tamp down the wild speculation. How fucking awesome would it be if the bones of the internet were built on hiding this game without letting it fully die out? That's fun. That is fun. Oh. Rememberist? Kill that person in chat. I mean, no one in chat can see them, but kill that person. Thank you for killing that person. I can always count on the Rememberist to kill. By the way, not related to anything, but nice profile picture. Mm-hmm. I feel like it fits the shambling horror part of Zimpania Legends. Thank you. Do you know anything about some kind of password entry? I keep finding little mentions of codes and whatnot. It sounds like maybe some sort of cheat code system, or maybe like somehow old games let you store a save file as a massive string of text. Given the apparently ancient nature of the game, I'm thinking on the latter. Oh, bot, lol, yeah. Yeah, the FAQ I had dozens of cheat codes listed out. Oh, hey, hold on! Shit! Let's see if we can find that. Hold on. I just remembered. Ah, fuck! Oh, damn. The notes had all the codes and shit on them. Ah, fuck. Hold on. Should I do something stupid? Oh, hold on. Let me delete some of this shit. I don't think we ever explored Zompanini, but I'm going to assume that it doesn't really matter, if I may be so honest. I want to explore this, honestly. This seems like a funny one. Especially with the art. I want to explore this one. This one's just a copy of the first page. I keep having that be having copies of that. We have all this stuff. Idlegames.com. There's a lot of shit here. Harvest. Clown Diaries. Did I finish going through this? I don't think I did. I think I got to day 5 and then I just got like distracted by something. I've not gone through this one. And I can't for the life of me understand what this is. So that's something that I'll be looking through. Harvest. Can't wait for next Lavenrasa. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna distract myself for a bit. Let's see what's happening in Colonist Eyes. I assume because I've been very not active that there's not much to say about what about me, I guess, which is what I'm mostly interested in. I gotta pay attention to the Discord a bit more. I have relevance. I should probably use it to some degree. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, Helen Delon? Helen Delon is just a fucked up little scrimblow. Sorry, I should stop getting distracted. Hello, creatures. What is this? Gigglesnort.info. Well, this is fun. Okay. Oh, ADHD. Yep. Get your ADHD sorted out. I can't believe that's a note I'm writing, but that's something I'm gonna write. Should probably I need to find the thing that gave me all the passwords and shit. Hold on. This is east. Let me go to Zampania Sim. Like north. Oh. Well, that's not what I wanted. Oh, hey, hold on. Give me back there. I saw the closer for a moment, but now it's poop gaming. I don't give a damn. Let's see what this is. Okay, fuck me. I'm gonna click on every link. Tumblr.com. Oh, golly. Zombaponio. Wait, this looks cool. I try to make sure that I click every link that is like blue whenever I go on Idler. Just because I feel like anything that's new should probably be given, like, click to consent. Click to consent. Alright, let me turn off the music. I will help you plan your journey by giving you personalized advice on each ride. Oh, thank you. Let's start by clicking one now. Hi, Truth. Fuck. Okay. The gigantic library. What an exciting picture. I can't. Boy, how exciting! Okay. You should write this one. It is very rebelling. What an exciting. Okay, Jesus. Ah! 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 Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Oh, how convenient. This. Well, fuck you. You monster. Asshole. What? Incomprehensible. Have a nice day. Well, I know you said have a day. Truth did not like that. I can see why Truth doesn't like me. Click to consent. I'll wait a bit. Get lost in your favorite adventure. Reunite with one of your favorite characters and go on an entirely new quest. Features include friendship, gain experience and unlock new skills, defeat the evil Dr. Slaughter once and for all, relive your childhood, share with your friends, buy today. Disclaimer. What do you mean you haven't played Zampania? Everybody has. It's been around forever. Surely you've heard of it, haven't you? Download. There's so much happening. Okay. Let me think for a moment. We're still good. CDDA? What does that mean? I'm gonna take a sip of my soda to relegate myself to a normalcy. Alright, we're good. Let me turn back on the music since we're going to be reading a bit more. That was just like a little intermission to add more tabs that I have to go through. How fun! How fun! Cataclysm, dark day ahead. Oh, I'm feeling Cataclysm, dark day ahead. That's for sure. Oops. Let's see. I'll click the consent later, man. Alright, let's click on North again. Okay, it's just Idler today. What's going on in East? Pee-wee's Big Adventure. What's going on South? I've never seen this before in my life, so this will be fun. Oh, okay. I got a sticker set. Oh god. Oh. Ah, my head. Cool. Oh, I like the little emotes. So fun. Neither. What are you doing here, thief? Where do you think you're going? Get out from under there. That's for serious debugging purposes. You can't just burrow into it. Wait, the worm. We're worming our way through the maze. What the hell? There's like a long track that's going. This rocks. Wait, from Discord exploration to sensory overload in record time. That seems to be a very common attribute of my explorations, if I may be so completely honest. This is fun. Hey, that's me. That's me. Thief, stop that. That's me. I'm having so much fun. Hey, that's an important piece of... That's me over there. Oh, we just burrowed through someone. Hello. Incomprehensible. Have a nice day. Alright. This is nothing to me. Alright. Has anyone ever just... Zampani Eyes 6? Okay. Just want to make sure. Colonist Eyes. Where's he? Oh, Jada Researcher. Cool. I fucking love Jada Researcher's design. Non-autistics living with autistics. Idler does this to people. Does this make any sense to you? Google Drive! Okay. This is... Okay. Ooh. This isn't even like these aren't... I want to explore my friend's branch today. not all this. Remember of sleepy jumping? It's like the Idler's random community contributions, I think. That's cool. That's cool as fuck, actually. How would... I assume... We're going to elongate this for a bit, just so I can look at this chat. And see if I can find the, Let's see... There's a... I wish to find the Rememberist archives. Expand Discord? Expanding. Hashtag expanding my Discord. Ooh. Alright, I want to go through like a bunch of this shit that Rememberist has made. Oh, there's gonna be a lot to go through. I have to find a link to the website, I think, at some point. All the buttons being really big. This is like this is like my grandma's phone. Alright. Remember to forget things? No! Hey, there we go! We found it! A thing! We found what I wanted to find, which is the Rememberist catalogs. This is a branch made by the Rememberist that I'm going to be looking through. Because I like to look through my friends' awesome creations. The Remembrance is what originally got me into Zambani in the first place. I still need to talk to Roz again eventually. I have not talked to Roz once, actually. Who knows? Maybe that'd be interesting. I feel like I want to complete some more stuff in Zambania before I begin talking to a creatures such as Raz. Remember, this is made for a very effective infection vector. That's a very good amount of words. That's very true. Maybe I should try contributing a bit more, though. I find my place here so far, which is just being like an arbiter of exploration in and of itself, and sort of like a what is it called? Just like something. Like I'm going through my own like catalog of findings and fun, and seeing out where that takes me, which has been very, very, very interesting. Bogglingly vacantly at these shenanigans. Catalog, quest board, archive submissions. Let's look at the submissions. That is the optimal way to experience Zampanio, it's true. I've been very happy with this. Especially with the fact that everyone seems to be very entertained by my shenanigans, my lovely going through things. I feel like every stream it's always been funny numbers go up. Funny go up. Money also go up. Is all I can say. It all makes sense. It's all the reality of this. Damn. The crowd just went wild and then went soundless. Oh, scary. I don't know. Oh, no. Oh, golly. But I will say tonight, whenever this Zampanio stream, I might be having to cut it a bit short than my earlier streams due to just how tired I am. I have presents to open this early morning too. I have presents this Christmas morning. I have things to look at that I have been gifted. My morning mustn't be entirely orbited around the lovely Zampanio Sim. The Remembrance begs the audience to stop taking the furniture from their house. Hey, Remembrance, you're still here, right? Well, of course you're still here. I hear your sounds. I just want to say hey, my lies! I just want to say, really cool job making a Neo Cities. This is genuinely really cool. This is something I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I'm glad that you can make it. Ow! Then I get stabbed for being genuine! I'm going to have to look through a bunch of, I'm going to have to look through your threads. Remember, you're just a really cool person. I've just got to make more shit. I've got I've gotta make concept art. I've gotta make, my head, oh, it's full of potential. It's full of potential and energy. I'm fine. I've just gotta put that energy into making it kinetic instead of potential. It kills me. I remember your quests. This is where I'll be putting an archive of quest submissions. Nice to meet you. Yeah. After all, could I really go around telling people they're gonna be remembered if I'm gonna forget where I put their stuff? It might be a challenge to display some of these properly, but I'll do my best to either host things myself or link them in a way that isn't scary. If you want anything removed from this page, let me know. I'll be crediting people by their titles whenever possible, because they're future-proof, but if you'd rather be credited under a different name, or if you don't have a title, let me know of that too. On Discord or Tumblr, because there's no chat box here. You know where to find me. I'm going to see if my quest got recorded here. Archive submissions. No. I guess like it's a quest that wasn't really like a submission. It was more so just me finding something with heavy help from chat, by the way. Do you think the five guys from Five Guys ever explored each other's brand? Okay. Paper plane, taking notes. Long-term memory. Oh, interesting. This quest has two versions, a short-term easy version and a long-term hard version. Short-term memory, your task may be a playable remix of any original song created for Zympania and any rhythm game level editor. That's fun. You have to clear it yourself, but there's a bonus reward if you do. That's fun. That's interesting. Your task: create a mashup that samples all the following: any song original Zympania, which must be the base melody waste tree, wastetree.ogg, any two additional songs. $300 for completing the mashup. Dollars. Is Remember Grist the... Hold on. What's the little sprite for Remember Grist? Oh, this is cool. I just remembered that I can do this. Hi! Oh, that says H1. AP Holidays. This is cool as fuck. I'm sorry, I've always wanted to make a website, so this is just fun to look at. Shit, I gotta get on stuff. I'm lacking. All I do is art. Ugh. Be remembered for your efforts. I just use templates from some really cool template creators. Oh, cool. Okay. My only experience making websites is Google sites. I'm planning to edit them as I go along, which is its own thing. I see. I made a website using a fucking Wix at some point. I don't really update it. I really should. I guess I probably shouldn't update it, considering I don't think Wix is probably that good, and I should probably move on to NeoCities or something. Fuck, I put a lot of work into that Wix site though. Ugh. If you check out my personal page, that one has a really cute template which is credited. Groovy. I'll make sure to see if I can find it. I don't know if I can from here. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna finish adding all the template credits as I keep working on the site. Hell yeah. I mean, my biggest experience when it comes to HTML stuff is when I used to try doing a troll ask blog on Tumblr. One of the big things that came with making a troll ask blog was having if you've never done this yourself, I definitely recommend it. doing HTML for your blog and like making it super personalized and shit. I never knew how to do HTML, so I just go looking through people like the people that like mess with HTML and made like cool blog templates. And I'd be scrolling through that for long, like ages of time, just like seeing what would be the best for the blog I had. And what would be original, because one of the things that is so important to me is being so original. And then it's something that I've definitely not done in recent times due to the fact that I don't have that much time, and also I feel like having like specialty made blogs like that is a bit of a lost art nowadays. Definitely something I might want to do at some point though, because you know, Tumblr is kind of where I put most of my shit nowadays. I cannot for the life of me. I started posting on twitter.com, which is not twitter.com, and instantly I see that it like today, I think it was today actually, that it made like an announcement about AI shit. That was non-opt-outable. So I was like, okay. So it goes. I mean, it was kind of like in the cards, but fuck. So it goes. So Tumblr seems to be my main mode of motion and putting forth art as well as other stuff. I should probably make it a little bit better cataloged. I mean, I have it really cataloged. All my tags are amazingly set forth and put in actionably put, but I guess like I want it to look better. So maybe I'll look through a blog template thingy and make my blog look cool as hell. Just a style on you fools that don't have that type of shit. Be remembered for your efforts. Hey, it's me, the South Ontonaut. Ontonaut. Oh, I'm gonna quickly just look up what that means. Ask an AI chat box. Ontonauts. What? The Octonauts? What? What? Oh, I don't know what this is. Comics from a multiverse where anyone has ever believed is true. Cool. The Octonauts. Hey, it's me, the South Octonaut. This is where you can spend your remembered list on stuff like the gacha, lore documents. Why did Firefox have that? Oh, you haven't heard. They shot themselves in the foot. Haha. Oh, it's opt-outable at least, because they're not entirely stupid, but you know, it's stupid that they even have that in the first place. And all sorts of other neat things. Check back here often. I'm adding new things. This page is for catalogs themselves. If you're looking to earn some grist, you can buy some of this stuff. Ow! If you want to find how much you have, click the buttons on the left. I'll try to keep this updated with every quest up on the Discord, and maybe some exclusive ones for you website sickos. Oh, and if you want to buy things, message me on Discord or Tumblr. This is just a branch of listings, so... Ooh! Quest by, waste puzzles, not time. Request. Remember. We can re-roll our quests. I've honestly thought we could just get more. You're voicing me like a BFDI character. I can voice you like a BFDI character. Remember, swap your personal quest with a willing volunteer's personal quest. Both quests must be incomplete. Blast the past. Double an unclaimed quest reward and increase its difficulty. Limit 1 per challenge. Reminder, prompt the creation of a new unclaimed quest. You may choose the challenge, but not the reward. I feel like I am upsetting the rememberist in some sort of way. Oh, it's a good thing. The rememberist loves being upset. Memory lane, history is a nightmare, and buying it. A memory of Raspberry the Second. She wasn't much of an artist. A memory of Bones the First. Sampanio killed the radio star. A memory of the target three. Hey, this stuff's useful intel. Why didn't the program give us this to begin with? Hey, rememberist, how much remember Chris do I have? Just for quick, a quick little peek, because I don't remember what the first quest that I had as a reward. Good thing I use Liber Wolf. 100. I'd like to buy memory of the target 3. Now? Okay. Absolute luxury. Money is a fabulous thing. Nom de plume, custom fitted luxury name. Ooh. Mausoleum, ensure you're remembered fondly. Vanitas, commission a digital portrait. Shopping jump scare. You love to see it. Easy Mart, a cause worth remembering. Donation to the South Antonat. I mean, I guess I'll participate if you want. It's kind of my economy, so... Donation to the East Antonat. Gratitude dispensed. Hold on. Gratitude dispensed. I will thank you on air for your donation in my next broadcast. Hold on. I'd like to donate 25 to the cute East Antonat. Thank you very much. Donation to the North Antonat. And donation to the West Antonat. Why the fuck am I last? Everyone should be donating to me so I can make actually good quests and reward you all for the shit you're doing. You do so much for free when you're gonna be walking out of here with so much fucking grist. This isn't a donation, it's an investment. This shit's gonna be right back into catalysts or reminders or whatever the fuck they're called now. For you, the people. Can I donate sand? At least 6. No. If you fuckers spam me with 1 grist donations, I'm gonna strangle you in your sleep. This is what happens to me! Hey, who is the West Antonat? Why are they me? Is that Roz? Fuck you. Fuck you. Roz is my mortal enemy now. Or my mortal friend. I don't know. They're my rival. That's all I have to say on the matter. Please spam donate West Antonat. Sorry, I don't have any remember grist. I'd have to make a whole entire Google Slides for more. Donation to the target. The client asked us to include this one for some reason. Any amount. Groovy. Well, I just spent all my money. I have no regrets. Alright, let's see where this takes us. It's pronounced Ellie Enamored. Ellie, it face she, adult, inventor of Wario in a timeline where everything is better. Email me anything, man. I don't care. Click here to access the expedition logs. Sapanio is a really fun game. You should check it out. You should play it. Until I set up some other stuff on this website, this is where links to documents, images, and other goodies related to the ongoing Easy Expedition. Start investing to get more money or just buy money? Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. There will be investing at some point. I promise you. That's a damn promise. That's a lovely, lovely promise. I'll make sure investing comes soon. My team and I are exploring Zampanio, looking for a lost metafictional character so we can bring her safely home to her own setting. For more information about the team members, here's our public-facing Onsenat profiles. If you prefer to see these logs in chronological order, click here. Stonks? Absolutely, baby. We're always looking for stonks. Let's click here. Oops. Ooh, this is gonna be a lot. Cruelty Squad investing mechanic? I've never played Cruelty. Yeah, that's something I definitely want to play at some point. Cruelty Squad. Golly! This page contains all of our publications sorted by date, and everything's available right in the list. For some of the more well-hidden things, I've tried to give them corresponding locations on the page. Note that means those will be less likely to have dates, just so you know. It's cool. You know what? I fucking stream. Maybe I should play some fucking some Cruelty Squad at some point. Maybe Zampanic a bit. I think I've seen some screenshots of the game. I'm very intrigued by its graphics. Oh, I have received Memory of the Target 3. I don't know Memory of the Target 1 or 2, so this will be just an out of context little snippet. But fuck it, let's have fun. Or maybe I should see if I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this in a bit of a less revealing manner. Oh, okay, here we go. What the fuck? What? Memory of the Target 3 is just... Okay. I've received Memory of the Target 3. It is something I have read before. Well, money well spent. Ow. Just as that's money well spent for you fellas. Target City? Target City. Click here to return to Onsenat profiles. Let's go through the Onsenat profiles. Ow! I'm not lying. I've seen Memory of the Target 3 before. I am a rememberist. I know everything about the rememberist. You know nothing. You're all amateurs at rememberisting. The lie was money well spent. Oh, that's fair. Money well unspent. Can I get a refund? Let's look at you. Raspberry bioluminescence and attached Clover Way. You. Win any Tumblr argument, page 3. Page 9. Why do we give a fuck about what CEGs want? Magazine cover featuring Clover Way Harvest 2022, taken from Origin, Harvest Magnolia Ice. Target cannons are shareholder. Fuck! A combined consciousness of narrative and entities from timelines, and every one of her origins she successfully gained large followings and began to manipulate the wordings of documents such as constitutions and legal texts, priding herself in her exact words manipulations. Sentenced to absolute infinity in narrative containment after achieving ultimate self-status on sentenced to be commuted upon apprehension of target. Has a proven record of manipulating others. If in doubt about any statement made by Onsenat W, confirm with Dr. Barton before proceeding. Authorized for legal and personality consultant status by Dr. Barton. Never the end is never the end is never the end is never the end is never the end. Onsenat W, not officially acknowledged contributions crossovers. Is that Everhood music? Sure is, pal. Then we have Ansonat E. I hope you enjoy my 25 remember crest. Every cycle that we open our hearts to the absolute eternity, we grow closer to the heart of the labyrinth. Its love, its truths, its help. Authorized for maze mapping and navigation by authority of Dr. Barton. Ansonat A, Ansonat S, LEBB, half fictive, half fictional, all so happy to be here. This is one of my favorite profiles, honestly. The artwork in this one is, like, really gorgeous. I think it's just a bunch of, like, textures mishmashing together, and the trees. It's cool. It's cool as fuck. I'm really interested in whatever was used at, like, what was this? Is this fucking, have you tried Kid Pix? Oh, right, I remember that you said that was the... Yo, you gotta hop on this shit, Kid Pix. I might need materials light soon. It's almost 2 a.m. on Christmas Eve. Oh, buddy, it's almost 4 a.m. on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Day.
It's Christmas Day, right? Don't correct me. I know. Gay ass. I got stuff to do tomorrow, lol. Oh, as do I. Ansonat and Dr. Michaela Barton. Your data is improperly configured. The information cannot be displayed. Please address this before publication. You are intriguing. I'm very interested in Dr. Barton. I know nothing about this creature. Here we go. Let's look through some. Let's go back to going through the Chronicles of the Marked. Currently, we are on page 5, which I think going through the pages in chronological order is a very good idea. So yeah, it's I mean, not possible. So let's get some chiller music on. So yeah, it's, not possible. Maybe implausible. Not as 1972, but at least as older than the net. I'm sure I've heard of graphics obviously way more modern, but like, is it possible people are making fan versions? Wait, hold on. Here we go. Do you know anything about some kind of password entry? I keep finding little mentions of code. Right, I remember we stopped reading this because reading all of the Chronicle of the Marked might take a while. I understand. I mean, like, we have... Yeah, I remember we stopped because I wanted to check out the password stuff. I think that'll take a bit, unfortunately. We'll have to do that on a different day, and I'll have to see if I can't retranscribe the day 3 notes, just so I can have all the passwords back in my loving arms again, so that they may be easy to put into the thing. Because what fucking happened last time? Because it was Friday. We got Friday Night Funkin', which was very funny, but also disparaging. I need to drop the rest of the Ansonats plus target. Who's the target? Is the target the Wungles? The Wungles. I need to draw the Ansonats. I think that'd be fun. I mean, I could very much be like a. I could try being more of an artist in the Zampanio Discord, considering, art, I'm making art, I'd love to make art, if only making art was easy. Alright, sorry, that just like hit me. Art is a process. Either way, we're in agreement. We want to track down this game, or barring that we info, like the profile picture, info, passwords. That's just something we're gonna have to do next stream, unfortunately. Dozens of cheat codes listed on it. They were all sentences that didn't relate to what they did, like beware oblivion is at hand or fire the royal advisor. Something just be changed colors or made the game darker, like harder to see. One put some developer kid's face on pickup items. That's crazy. Others were god mode or item cheats. I remember thinking that at least some of them sounded like they might control some of the personalization. It explains all the references to glitches. How do you turn on shooter mode and farming mode? So what, some Banjo-Kazooie shtick? Maybe? Never played that one. There's a room where you can enter cheat codes that are whole sentences or poems by painstakingly spelling them out, letter by letter, on the keyboard on the floor where the ground pounds. Like, give the bear lots of air to enable infinite underwater breathing. That's funny. Is that true? That's true. That's fucking hilarious. Plus, there's a handful of really long codes you can enter to unlock the path to collectibles that are literally useless. Intended to be in a cross-compatibility thing and sent to into the sequel. What? My lies. Its most well-known one is, here you can have a nice ice key that you can have for free, which unlocks the ice key. Also, for all the cheat codes, you have to type in cheat first. Keep in mind, you have to type out the whole code by walking around a room slowly, painfully entering the phrase one letter at a time by ground pounding switches. God, that sounds painful. And it just assumes that Bonnie had some kind of virtual keyboard, but I'm second guessing. Look at how long this shit takes. Hold on. What? But continue to destination? Why is it, what the fuck, Avatar? Dog, what? Okay, I guess we're lying to me now. What the fuck? What? Was that a timestamp link? Avatar jump scare. What the hell? I don't know. What did Avatar? Hold on, I'm gonna try that again because I feel like I fucked up somewhere. No, it's just this. What? Okay.
From the looks of your friends, I'd say
I don't think I can show this on stream. It's crazy. And the end, it didn't even do anything. The planned feature to send the items between games was removed because it was too buggy. It didn't properly become a thing until, like, I think the rare replay re-release of the game. How weird Simpani apparently is, I wouldn't put it past it to have something just as weird, if not weirder, for code entry. God, can you imagine if, like, you only got one chance to enter a code and that was choosing your name? Oh god, that would suck. Actually, I feel like some old games did do that. A vague memory of a game where your name is how you enter a cheat code. Maybe a Metroid game? I can believe that. I remember my first ever hack was guessing I had level password for Echo the fucking Dolphin. Huh, Google says Stardew fucking Valley does that. You can spawn items by changing your name. This is what? You can... I'm very intrigued. There are many benefits to being a marine biologist. ifunny.co. Saving this image. Oh my god, that's amazing. What an awful fucking meme. That's the first one that was sent in here? Okay. That sucked. It looks like the Chronicles of the Mark end of September 2021. Really? Okay, shit. Wow, wow. That must have been crazy that you were marked because of playing fucking Roblox. That is hilarious, honestly. Oh my god, that's amazing. I feel like I knew that. What even is memory? Great news! I got one of the hunt tips files to exist. The clowned tips. It's still completely incomprehensible, but it functions. If you can discern any meaning from it, let me know. Lord knows I tried. Yeah. I don't know if it makes sense to me. And you said you found this on a Zampanio forum? Wait, was this part of the aspect dump you found? I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember where I found it. I was interested in Zampanio a while ago. I had a Google Drive archive of stuff I found interesting related to it. And then lost interest. A lot of files are old, outdated, corrupted, and or unopenable. I'm just seeing what I can piece together. From what I can remember seeing people talk about in the early days, Hexa stuff is like an actual puzzle or something. It has an end state that the unmarked found eventually. Interesting, what? People talk about in the early days, Hexa stuff is like an actual puzzle. What is up with Hex? I was interested in Zampanio a while ago. I had a Google Drive archive of stuff I found interesting related to it and then lost interest. A lot of the files are old, outdated, corrupted, and are unopenable. I'm just seeing what I can piece together. I think it was in the aspect dump. Hunt is an aspect according to the wiki, so logic would dictate. Although I think there were a few dead ends that no one figured out a solution to. Admittedly, I'm not a solution maker. I'm more so a problem maker, if I may be so honest. my most of the Chronicles of the Unmarked is just story and an occasional incomprehensible nonsense, but Access stuff had actual puzzles to solve. That's interesting. That's cool. I mean, you know, I might try and see about solving puzzles at some point. I'm just not a puzzle solver. I'm more so just like, I don't know. I mean, it's fun and all. I'm just I'm a bit lacking in puzzle solving brain skills, admittedly. I'm more so I'm a creator. I like to create stuff. That's my purpose in life. Why am I fucking Southern? I've been getting more and more Southern by being around it. I don't know, it was crazy. And if you come to Threads long enough, you can probably find some people finding the answers. Probably, yeah, that makes sense. What the fuck is this? Oh, I know what this is. Okay, this guy has good memes, I'm not gonna lie. I just lack of brain. Yeah. I sing the truth. Bruh, I'm so confused right now. I know it can be a lot. But you're implying you've played Zampanio, right? Or at least seen it played? That's huge. You gotta help us, Red String. Actually, you know what? Let me make a new channel. Testimonies. Ooh. Just anything and tell us what you know would be super helpful. Even if you aren't bit by the red string bug. Oh, what's this about? We might have a lead. Hex's stuff also branches into its own thing. I think there's a link in their bio. Fuck. Tumblr Smurgle used Hex. Tumblr. And also their Twitter and YouTube. Intriguing. I almost pressed X on help. I think there's on Scratch. Scratch? Neat. Something I might look into. Probably. The Scratch stuff is so fucking cool, by the way. Remember they had a ton of puzzles that were made on Scratch, the game site? Something I might look into, I guess. It was interesting. I never dug too deep into it. Well, that's something I can dig deep into. I remember fucking no. I remember the only thing I can remember as Scratch, the game making site, is I used to play free Five Nights at Freddy's on it. And that's it. There's no other memories of the website in of itself. I never made a game on it. I have like a brief surface comprehension of everything ever. That's fair. It was a huge childhood thing for me. Five Nights at Scratchies. Yeah. I don't know. Scratch. And at some point I realized whenever we were playing the Five Nights at like Freddy's Scratch clone that it was complete bullshit. And I was like, wait, I can just win. Watch me win. That I used to be like the gamer of the class. I used to be really good at games. Oh, how I've fallen. Well, I'm actually still pretty good. Fuck! Oh my god, it's almost the end of the year. I gotta play Hollow Knight. I still haven't played my Hollow Knight. My Hollow Knight playthrough. My yearly Hollow Knight playthrough. I still gotta play that. Fuck! That's gonna be like the last day of the year, I think. I gotta make sure I play my Hollow Knight Steel Soul mode playthrough before the end of the year. I mean, I could play it right now, but honestly, it's 4 a.m. I'm not gonna do that to myself. Ugh. Speaking of it being 4 a.m., fuck. We've been going for only 2 hours this stream, but I'm feeling the sweet release of sleep. Not death this time, but sleep. Wanting to grab me and take me and bring me to an early grave of sleep. EP mode, exactly. Made testimonies because I realized, oh! Well, that's a nice way of bringing me to some sort of sleep. But that's death, I feel like. Death is not sleep, in a way. Well, death... let's not think about death and sleep. Oh, fuck, I'm about to fade. I'm about to fade out. I'm about to, absolutely... You're gonna hear, like, horrible noises of crunching and bones breaking because I fell out of my chair, from sleeping too hard. Oh! I fell out of my chair and then I went down a really large hill because for some reason streaming is like my Sisyphus. I'm loving this instant feedback, if I may be so honest. Sleeping stream. That's not... I mean, I can't condone a sleeping stream. Listen, if you're doing that for like a... What is it? A subathon? Sure, go fucking do that, I guess. But like... That's such a misuse of people's time. Like... And like, stream time in general. Like, I don't know, even for subathon purposes, just stop stream. I don't know. I feel like just sleeping on stream is painfully awful. I can think of other uses. You're just daydreaming that I'm streaming right now? That makes me feel so much better. I don't know why. Guys, I'm not actually streaming. Guys, chat, I'm sleeping in bed. I'm having a good slumber. Hey. I can think of other uses for what? Sleeping on stream? Oh, shut the fuck up. Most panic thing you've done on stream so far? So it goes. Guys, I'm sleeping. Guys, it was just a dream. It's okay, chat. Chat, I'm just sleeping. It's fine. I've been hooked up to the Zampanio's dream simulator. Oh my god, I'm having such a good time going through Zampanio in my dreams. Puts my blanket over my body, has my hands clutched at the edges of the blanket, and I look so peaceful and sleeping and soundly, and I just go, ah! Hold on, I gotta draw a diagram of what I mean. Dude, where's let me see if I can't paint. Wait, fuck! It also didn't save the doodles that we made from last stream. That blows. Whatever. Anyways. Girls can sleep soundly as a treat, bro. Bro, fuck yes, Z. Dreams of Zampanio. Wait, my doodles from last stream are gone. Fuck! Wait, those were awesome! Divorce. My Zampanio Blorone! Fuck! Those are always just going to be a memory. Zampanio. How do I keep fucking up like shit? The Eeper of Zampanio. I'm like that one god that like fucking that dreams up like a whole entire world and like it to make it reality. Divorce. Horse a divorce. We actually I'm so committed to doodles that I have to make this look good as well. It has to have a thick outline around it, like Billion Mandy. If y'all didn't know, my main artistic inspiration when it comes to a bunch of the stuff that's on the streams is the Good Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I don't know why. It's in general like Cartoon Network stuff, but the like Good Adventures of Billy and Mandy are a very fun like just style to fuck around with. The Eeper Zampanio. Listen, one of my I should probably not say this out loud, but one of my goals is to see if I can rack up many titles. Just to see if one can even do that. I'm a greedy little bitch. I want to see what many titles I can ascertain from just being a silly little gal and having many bits. There we go. Here's your awesome doodle of the day. Let me save this as well. Zampanio. Let's zoom in on this as well. This is me if you even care. Oops, fuck. Where's everything? Why is it on 2 pages? Ah, so slumber. All right, we have taken far too long on this. We must go back to the main quests. Look at me, I'm Char Holden. Let's see. All right, we got all these to go through. Let's keep going through the marked. Because I realized that the whole red string thing can be a lot if we just want an eyewitness testimony. I found what I think is a version or build of what I guess we're calling Zampanio. File names are gibberish, and the title screen was so stylized I can't remember this. I can't honestly be sure of the name. Alright, none of you are feds, right? I absolutely could not find a legit copy and had to acquire one. I don't think I'm a fed. Not a fed, waste honor. And yeah, as far as I know, there are no legit copies. Just fan translated cracks of a game written in Italian of all things. It was Italian? Possibly from the 70s, but Hex and I think it's a lie. Well, the original, yes. But I've never heard of anyone ever getting their hands on the original. The version I had was a mess of languages and non-language symbols. Most likely a pirate of a pirate of a pirate. Like a Marvel movie in 360p with hard-coded subs in both Chinese and Swedish. Point is, what a fucking amazing, simile. What the fuck? Point is, it was a pain to get running and a pain to play. Okay, well, I've got to ask, can you link the game? If it is that old, it explained the violent hatred it has for Windows 10 and vice versa. Fucking, I want to go check after I realized how fucked my version was and couldn't find the link again. Damn it. How's it always like that? That doesn't matter. You're an eyewitness. Y'all that happened to you? Just keep telling us what you saw. Nah, we haven't managed to get our hands on a copy. But we've been reading accounts and people somehow never get a chance to share their copies. And the accounts keep freaking vanishing, and I keep telling X I think it's because of internet founder hacker conspiracies. Well, in my case, it was buried on an ancient forum. One of those old relics from the late 90s or something. Kind of place you end up when you Google a tech question and the only answer is from 2005 on a forum that looks like it's from 1995. Find forums clunky to navigate at the best of times, and this was not one of the better preserved ones. Every other element was absolutely broken, and the formatting was all over the place. Had to go to the sites like file directory or something, whatever those are called, when you just browse all the assets on the site in a folder structure. It was just a link buried several layers in like play game here, redirects through a couple of pages lightning fast because old sites were actually optimized, and boom, download started. I did go back and looked after I forgot the name, where I found a link to the site through my history. That page was somewhere in the middle of 12 hours of combing through all sorts of internet bullshit. Life got busy and that whole night was pushed down into like limit where the history starts clearing before I could get back to it. Weird. So you played it. It had a weird language and graphic settings, but what was it like? Jake is all hell. Was it actually playable, or was it too glitched out? For a given definition of playable, it absolutely fucked up the desktop, forcing it into archaic resolutions, even changing the colors and icons. You know how really old systems have 8 colors or whatever? And all the icons are some ludicrously tiny amount of pixels? I'll tell you, it was wild seeing something like Discord rendered in that style. Wait, what? Cute little Discord icon like it had been released in '95. Discord is full of little Easter eggs. Wouldn't be surprised if they had an icon in Windows XP style buried in there somewhere. It'd be what? 16 fucking bits? So I get it running, no full screen, even at an absolutely barbaric resolution. Forget getting footage, even the basic screenshot refused to work. Main menu is a mess, absolutely destroyed, MIDI blasting, no matter where you set the system volume. Clicking on things made a sound that threatened to blow my speakers. Trying to get what I think was the options menu just crashed the game. My OS liked that even less. Had to completely shut down and restart my PC every time. Only 3 buttons. Anything but what turned out to be the play button crashed it. Fucking BRB. I hope they're okay. That sounds very resource intensive. Tunnel Ghost just showed up. Yes! Hex, TG here was telling me they think they found a crack / fan work of Zampanio on Roblox of all places. Alright, someone remind me to summarize Cthulhu's account in a breadcrumbs layer. Hope they're okay. Yeah, that's about right. Give me a minute to get my bearings. Is there any particular reason? Is there any particular channel where it's proper for me to give my piece regarding Zampanio? Yes! Testimonies is great for first-hand accounts. Breadcrumbs is good for listing any facts you have about Zampanio. Possible connections where we try to connect the dots. Probably bullshit is where we put the dumb rumors about Zampanio that probably aren't real. Bam. I guess I'll get started in testimonies then. Thanks for reaching out to me. Ooh, buddy, where do I even begin? So what JR said so far is true. I found out about Zampanio way back in 2013 through, of all things, Roblox. It's a bit of a long story regarding exactly how I found it, but parts of it will be very familiar to anyone who was involved with the Roblox community back during that time. I've been playing Roblox since 2008. I want to say sometime around 2011 where there was some big kerfuffle involving an account named Noli that, if searched up, turned up an HTML error. With community being mostly kids, they figured this was some sort of paranormal incident, which led to the whole theory about Noli being some kind of god or demon or ghost trapped in the code. And someone even made a game that was a temple to Noli with all sorts of hidden secrets. Sometimes the maker of the game would even show up pretending to be a priest of Noli. A bunch of people came together to investigate this mystery, but in the end, Roblox admins revealed that the HTML error was just that, an error. No ghosts, no demons, no gods. This incident revealed that there is a verifiable audience in Roblox for cryptic, spooky games full of secrets that said very little about the truth. This genre of game became known as myths, though I'm not entirely sure when that moniker emerged, because as far as I know, they only started calling them that after I took a break from the game. Most myths follow a similar formula. They're made by an account with a weird name that only hosts that single game. The game will be based around exploration and finding secrets that serve as clues to a wider story. Myth games often don't have endings. You just find everything that needs to be found and get a sense of the story behind the game that way. But none of that has to do with Zampanio. Not yet. So, for 2017, I'd say Roblox's front page of popular games was far more volatile. This in part was due to the smaller number of players. Any game could hit the front page if enough people just happen to be on it at the same time. And from there, it would snowball. I think it's all I found out about the temple to Noli. Come to think of it, I think the game was called The Tempest. I found out about a game whose name I can't remember. It was one of those games that popped up on the front page, then disappeared the next day. Given this was 2013 and the computer I used back then fried itself when I was trying to install a graphics card, I don't have any internet history or clues I could use to find the game. In theory, it could still be out there, but since Roblox's search function is absolute garbage, I think that's very unlikely. Point is, this was a game that resembled your average myth game. No real gameplay except for walking around a small hub world and looking for clues hidden in nooks and crannies. But what made this game different from other myths is that it didn't feel like the secrets it hid were hidden so that people could enjoy the experience of finding them. Secrets felt very much like they were hidden from something or someone. This particularly stuck me because it changed my perspective of most myths and ARGs, where the authors always stick text in ciphers when, in fiction, that text would have no real reason to be encoded. This was different. Again, this game's secrets felt like they were being hidden on purpose. I had this feeling that the author of the game had truly discovered something real and true, but was keeping it obfuscated. Fuck, I can never say this word. Obfuscated. For some reason, that wasn't just to make hunting down the truth a fun, entertaining puzzle. That truth was Zampanio. Let's start with what I could tell from this game's maker. The person who made the game, henceforth the author, claimed to be the son of one of Zampanio's original developers, possibly an artist. The author was separated from their father at an early age. They did not specify whether this was because of divorce, death, or simply their father deciding to leave home and never return. The author specifically recalled their father working on Zampania before his disappearance and was drawn to the game, but specifically because it was the only remnant of their father's existence. I'm not sure how well this entirely lines up with the timelines, but in 1975, what I've seen as the alleged date of Zampanio's creation, my own father would have been in his early 20s. I was born rather late, so presumably that lines up. Now let's get into what the author had to say about Zampanio. The author was specifically looking for evidence of their father's trademark in the game. Apparently the father likes boats a lot, and so he managed to sneak in this very same model of boat into every single game he worked on. The author divided the game into rooms that each sort of pursued their own avenue of exploration into Zampania. Unable to upload screenshots of the game, from what I can tell, they try to recreate scenes from the game in Roblox itself. Very crudely, sometimes you'd have to click on a single brick in the model to get explanation. Other times the explanation would be floating above their head. The most memorable scene from Zampania recreated in this game was one where, from what I can remember, the player character was seated at some kind of banquet hall that looked like it could have held dozens of people, but only one other person was in it. Could have just been the author leaving out unimportant details, though. Intriguing. I definitely said 2017 in there. Oops. Or no. Here we go. It does say 2017. Look through Hex's stuff. I'm going to finish at least what this testimony is talking about before I consider possibly ending it for the night. Which is unfortunate because I did want to go through the Rememberist branches. Something new from someone hard to reach. Though I must prioritize my lovely self, my one to live over Zampania. That is a what is it called? A core tenant, I think, if I remember correctly. I mean, those are what Fridays are for. And I'm doing this on a Christmas Eve. Zampania wants you to live a long and healthy life. Lovely. Please don't eat me like vampires. Oh, yummy. But this is an interesting story. Let's see, how long is this testimony on for? Not that long. We're pretty good. The end of each root of secrets within a game held an encoded puzzle piece, a string of text that I presumed would read something when all the pieces were assembled. This was something that was made clear in the game's hub area where the player spawned. I think it was just a copy of the default 2008 Happy Home in Robloxia. God, that brings me back. You know what? I do have some nostalgia for like Roblox, admittedly. I think what I could never remember my passwords for Roblox, so I continue to make the same slash different profiles of the same name, which would be what my first profile, my first ever username I think on the internet was Karate Kid 2027 or something, which very that's, I don't know, it's funny to look back on. Karate Kid to Rigor Marcy. There are a bunch of names in between that, but it's very funny to think back on. I lost it for I still have my very first Roblox account. It is ancient. I lost it for like a decade, but eventually managed to find a screenshot to convince Roblox support to let me back in. My new username is You're Blocked. That's a cool fucking name. What the hell? That's way cooler than Karate Kid. Fuck. I'm gonna look through like Roblox and see how many Karate Kids are in the like username category to see just how many I made with the wrong your Lamau. You're blocked. It's You're Blocked. I chiseled this block. Sorry, that was me taking a breather. Sorry, crickets. I didn't have a. The noises. They're arresting me for my slumber. I found most of the puzzle pieces. Together they spelled out a media fire or some download site link. But the link was broken when I tried following it. I presume this must have been because I didn't find all the puzzle pieces though. That or the download had been taken down before I deciphered the link. Again, I think the reason why this link was so well hidden is because obviously Roblox wouldn't allow players to just put up links to sketchy downloads in their games, but at the same time it might have been the author's way of testing to see who would really be dedicated enough to this search that they'd go all the way of finding every secret they hid in the game. So that's where the story basically ends for me. Again, the only reason I remember this particular myth game versus the dozens of other ones I played back in the golden age of obscure Roblox games is because something about it felt real and earnest. It's a feeling that clouded my judgment. Other myths and ARGs, making me ask why certain puzzles exist when fiction offers no explanation. I happen to remember the name Zampanio. You have no idea how long I searched up Zampanio and tried searching for it to see if anyone else on the internet had stumbled across this particular game or if it was some sort of larger mystery. That's how I got here. Okay, we are absolutely going to field trip to Roblox sometime to see if we find anything. If anyone wants to friend me on Roblox, feel free. Hell yeah. The only lead I have is that there's actually this really cool game someone made that collates a bunch of myth games, both old and new. You enter the game and pull a lever and it sends you and up to 2 other players to a random myth game. Tried using it and I haven't found this game yet. But I have actually no idea how many different myths this one game links to. From what I can tell, it gets regular updates, so completely unrelated to Zampanio, but my account is so old that I have a small army of scammers trying to steal it from me. They follow me in games sometimes when I'm all alone and try to pretend like we played games together back in 2008/2013. Actually, it took me a while to realize that the games they were all talking about playing with me were all games of my favorites. Maybe one day one of them will somehow tell me that they remember playing this weird myth with me. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, that's a lot. Sure was. Jesus. Well, that's a lot. Da 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 da. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Fuck. Took you a bit. Live audience. Supposed to be alive, but you were pretty dead there, huh? I don't know why. It's just repeating the same fucking joke. Alright. I think that's gonna be me for that. That's gonna be the end of that. Oh, I should have remembered the page. Dead chat. Happens to the best of us. Alright. And I think we are also going to do Antoinette S. Ellie. We're going to watch the first episode of this. I'm going to call them episodes. I feel like that's fun. I've been very excited to watch these. Due in part because, you know, it's my friend, but also because, hey, like, it's my friend. My friend who makes really good written shit. I want to see what this is all about. Because this intrigues me.
It's going to be the first log of this expedition. The time is currently 1:24 Pacific Standard Time on November 15th, 2025. My name is Phoebe. I am an ambinarrative Ontonaut, who is the narrative part of the Alien Emerald system, and I'm serving as the South representative of this expedition. And I'm doing these audio logs as a way to catalog some of my findings because the process of writing them all sometimes can take a lot. It's a lot of difficulty to write everything down, screenshot everything, and especially
I could definitely understand
because of the
that.
way that we wanted the narrative. I figured it would be more appropriate to just make some sort of audio diary so I can just sort of ramble at a screen, I guess, of everything that I've found. So this one's going to be one of the longer ones comparatively because I'm trying to catch up on a lot of things. Although one of the issues that I run into, and the reason these logs are so important, is that we have some pretty bad memory problems and sometimes difficulties telling what's real and what isn't, in the sense of, especially with dreams, that's something I've always had trouble with. And so I'm going to try to just state
Have a good night.
things that I've seen and sort of my understanding of what they are so far. But I might say wrong things, and it's my understanding that if that's the case, they'll somehow become true things in another sense, but I'm not sure I'm ready for the responsibility of creating all sorts of different paths and outcomes and everything yet. So I'm just going to start with what I know to be true. What I know to be true is this. I have explored the initial hub on a few different occasions. We just finished up a Friday, so that for that time a lot of it was locked down, and I took a break for most of the day. But the most interesting characters that I've found surrounding Zampanio Sim are Truth and Alt. Are obviously everywhere. I've been trying to find truth in as many places as I can, like we all are. But then there's a few more difficult to track ones that I've been looking for, especially in the process of setting up for this recording, I accidentally stumbled upon the closer for the first time, who I'd been searching for a long time.
Hey, the closer!
Where I could find the closer, and then all of a sudden, I just run right into somewhere I didn't think I would be, and lo and behold, there's the closer. So that's probably going to be the next place I explore, is the bathroom sim, which I was confused because I thought the bathroom sim would be the same as the bathroom, as in the place to the east where the Isaac Lake with the gambling, which has been my favorite part of it. But
I actually don't know that.
So far, that's definitely hooked me the most, and I'm very interested in sort of this juxtaposition between North preserving the illusions, East making them real, South, was it like getting rid of them entirely, was I think what the closer said in the instructions that I found. But
I gotta find those instructions. I've gotta look for more closer. Stuff. Seems to be some interesting info there. I gotta take better notes.
That I found, but that the a lot of the things to the east that I've seen have been so overwhelming that I haven't been able to process what I am seeing at all. Like, I've tried to play some of those games to the east and just gotten completely overwhelmed. I am sure, I'm sure that's an intentional part of the experience. Even Truth seems to be really disoriented, saying like that they didn't make those crows. And the crows, which by the way I know are connected to the Pornbot apocalypse, I believe. Like there's a lot of they seem to be connected to generation, which I find very interesting. Um, but currently, from my cursory explorations of the paths, what I've been trying to do right now is find a way to. I don't think this is possible, but I've still been trying to find a way to close the menu because it seems like having the menu open in the North Simulator, Truth is very upset about. And I've heard from some friends that apparently they were able to make something happen by changing this is a menu into this is not a menu. I've tried it and I haven't gotten anything. And I saw, when I was wasting a little bit, I saw in the comments something about it not working due to the page load. And I wasn't sure what to make of that because I don't have much programming experience. But I have been trying to, I guess, like, follow Truth in all of their different sort of incarnations. I was trying to track down the closer. I was also trying to track down the mall, and then I realized that some of the text adventure things I was seeing were taking me to places that resemble the malls. And I saw mannequins for the first time in a while in there. And I've seen some of the Gopher Maze, which is another place that I'm planning to try to do another proper expedition into soon. But, I'm still in a very sort of early probing stage. The biggest thing that I found was finally going down the rabbit hole earlier and uncovering, I noticed the important words in the text adventure and started getting lots of video clips. And I got really distracted by, I forget the name of it, but it was this series of instructions about YouTube videos that was really alarming. It was something about something taking over YouTube videos or some sort of threat that was pretending to be YouTube, and that unless you were just listening to music in the background, you had to be extremely careful what YouTube videos you were looping in the background, which I found very interesting as an artist who watches video essays in the background and sort of half pays attention to them. Like, I don't know what they could be saying when I'm sort of zoned out like that. I guess trying to find more about the the rabbit hole is really important. And then I also, so one of the things that I'm really struggling to remember is I remember seeing somewhere something to do with the North Sim, something about needing to find a second lobster. And I tried telling my friends, I'm looking for a second lobster, second lobster. None of them had any idea what I was talking about. And they were like, are you talking about something else? And I was like, it was a second lobster specifically, so I was told to look for. And then in the subs, and I do see mentions of a lobster, and so I'm trying to find whatever that is. So that's my other biggest question right now is, where do I find a second lobster? Where do I find more about the closer I'm very interested in? And then, mannequins in the mall, obviously. Oh, and then the other big thing, because of course there's so many different directions I'm traveling in here, is I found a list of hints, and I haven't been able to find it again since. So it's just, every time I've almost found it, it's been blank in the place I remembered it being. And I don't remember any of the hints except finding JR's attic everywhere. Like, in so many places it's listed. And I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I heard a friend find one. I heard her shout, I found the attic, oh my god, in the North Sim, and I have no idea how she did it. I just, we were all in a voice chat, sort of poking at different parts of the together, and she shouted that, and the din just sort of lost what happened next. But I'm hoping that I can start to find more of those, because so far, all of my experience talking to, but more so listening to and talking at JR has been very interesting. And lastly, I want to mention that I thought Parker was Parker McMillan at first, and I still love Parker, despite Parker not being Parker McMillan. But I miss baseball. I miss baseball so much. Um, and I'm still not entirely unconvinced that the Ultra Kill parallels mean something. And that is going to be a separate log, all of the parallels. Let me switch over. I've been told over my life that all paths lead to Zontania, and I didn't realize how true it was until I started seeing it in all of my number one interests. Like, obviously, coming from Homestuck, being forged in the fires of Homestuck, that was going to be a huge, I guess, similarity I have between, the a lot of the touch points that especially Anthony was for Sam. And even more so, glitch FAQ I've mentioned before around the server is something that was extremely important to me growing up, and seeing allusions to it, seeing mentions of it, discussion of it is I think a very clear connection as to why a lot of this feels familiar, I guess. It feels like something I've always existed at the edges of. And so delving further into this thing feels in a lot of ways like rediscovering the sort of missing part of my life that I had around the time that I was in my late teens, early 20s even, but mostly late teens, where, and early to mid teens too, but that's such a different person at that point. But around the time that I was taking my first, what this body was taking its first toe dip into fandom, I was on the precipice of a lot of Homestuck related things, and a lot of very interesting Homestuck related projects. But because we were so, in that zoned out stage of being an egg, we never really got involved with anything beyond. We tried one adventure that we did. It did not last very long. But we mostly stuck to a very small group of people that knew we were a girl. But it feels like coming home in a lot of ways. And the Stanley Parable, one time my former best friend, she looked at a playthrough of the Stanley Parable, and she's like, "Oh, so you this was formative media to you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "So that's why you're like that. That's why you're so annoying." She hated it. I loved it. The Stanley Parable is still one of the most important, if not the most important, stories, I think, in my entire life, in terms of just what it did to me, what it shaped me into. And it's still, so every time I put my hands on a keyboard to test out a sentence, whenever I need to just write sentences, I'm just grabbing words from the beginning of where I store words or whatever. I don't have anything preloaded. This is the story of a man named Stanley is always the first thing I type. It's it's the first sentence canonically, I guess, at index 0 in my brain. I'm not a programmer, that probably doesn't go here, but it is my hello world. This is the story of a man named Stanley. That's how much it's stuck in my brain. And to see the end is never the end, to see Homestuck everywhere, to see the beginner's guide, related to the Stanley Parable, but another thing that extremely my experience with the beginner's guide, it could be a whole story in and of itself. The way that I don't want to spoil it, but it affected me in a way that I didn't see it affect other people. And if you look at Holly Holotone's amazing playthrough of it, which you shouldn't do until you played it for yourself, look at her playthrough of it. I had the exact opposite experience to the one that she did, in a way that was really compelling to me. But it really
Was it?
in a way of it, Holly Holotones, in a way that I didn't. I don't want to spoil it, but that I
The Beginner's Guide.
opposite experience to the one that she did, in a way that was really compelling to me. But it really highlighted a lot of things about me that I think made me ripe for Zampano in a lot of ways. I think a lot about the violence of narrative explanation and sort of what it means to tell someone what something means. And I think the very like question of whether those who are lending significance to a story are trying to mislead me is something that is central to my life and to my worldview of narratives as the building blocks of reality. And see, Stanley Parable and Beginner's Guide, of course, just completely influenced that. And then, beyond even those, like I said before, I'm still not really unconvinced that the Ultra Kill parallels are intentional. The way that there's just so many, the mannequins manifest in the same way in a labyrinth you wander endlessly. That's a reference to House of Leaves. Which, my story with House of Leaves is great. I gotta make a log on how I discovered House of Leaves for the first time because I had an adventure getting to it. But I'm rambling a lot. My point is, there's a lot of ways that this feels like coming home, and it feels like finally getting to sort of know a past me and also know a present me. Like I'm watching myself play this in a weird way. Like I feel sort of removed from my body sometimes as I'm watching myself delve deeper and seeing what I'm interested in. And I guess that's why I'm making these logs, is to understand what I'm seeing and try not to just be ephemeral. I want to remember something. I want to remember this. I want to remember who I was before I got even deeper in.
No.
To watch myself dig deeper into these logs to understand what I'm seeing. I need to remember something who I was before I got even deeper in.
It is very intriguing hearing how you, I guess, experience media as someone that is very, I don't know. I sometimes fear that I experience media very surface level, most of the time, or at least like when I first go through it, and then like second time I'll probably really understand what's going on. You have a very good like grasp. You're like a Katamari ball, if I may be so honest. Like where you just go through a piece of like media or like just like a game or something, and you get okay, hold on. You just gain more of yourself. You become more of a bigger star because of it.
I remember that is how I got titled, was to it wasn't because I perfectly remembered stuff. It was because I talked about having memory problems and my like sort of dreamlike experience. That was the thing that I guess gave me enough eyes on me for me to get titled, was that my specific like unique way of engaging with Zampanio.
Yeah, I mean you have a specific unique way of engaging with a lot of things, if I may be so honest. It's one of the things that is very very unique about you, and I think one of the like biggest charms about you.
It's almost like I was clockable within the first like few minutes of us talking.
Oh yes, of course. The moons and such. You are, yeah. I mean I feel like that's very obvious to like any person that's met you, Ellie. Remember, my apologies.
I know who Ellie is.
As in how like unique and wonderful you are.
Oh.
not your autism.
I mean, I think that's pretty obvious too.
I feel like that's very obvious. Sorry.
I just think that your autism, it's just anyone who's met you can obviously see. Like, it would, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. It was like, I just think it's funny to say it like a sweet thing. It was like good. I like it, but I feel like
it's very obvious to notice the touch of the tism you have. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, for real though, it was surreal listening to myself talk about watching myself. Like that was strange.
It's speaking of Stanley Parable, it reminds me of the of the one scene where like Stanley is just like outside of his body, like we're not making that choice, and the narrator's like,
yeah,
Stanley, you there? I'll just wait for you, Stanley.
Zampania is nothing without us.
Oh yes. I mean, like, it's all about finding things. It isn't it finding us. Although
Finding things and making things. Like, it's about, like, being part of it.
remember, I actually would like to ask one very important question to you, if I may.
Oh, please go right ahead.
How did you find Zampano?
It found me.
Okay, well, that's not true.
I guess you just have to keep listening to my my exploration logs if you want to know.
Oh, all right. Fair enough. I guess that is the purpose of these. It just seems like
that'll tell you who got me into it, but it won't tell you how.
Intriguing. Okay. Because it definitely feels like it just fell on your lap one day, and that's it. It just became very, like, it feels like your explanation of it found you is very apt, though I am, of course, more pragmatist than that to say that is the truth. Pragmatist?
It truly was a case of, like, being introduced by someone who just, saw me in a server, said, you seem like you have the right vibes for this thing. And then I gradually found out that what I thought was, like, a cool sort of nickname for them, like, this, like, I was like, huh, you always go by a the name all the time. That's interesting. Like, with between two, like, oh, not only do I understand why you do that, I keep noticing myself, like, genuinely, like, no bits, unironically, like, calling myself the Rememberist more just outside of Zampania. Like, I reach for that as an identity faster and faster when I'm talking to people, and it's really fascinating of a process. Like, it really is just becoming such a part of me.
I have such a superfluous, I guess, like, I mean, I've got two names, I guess, at the moment. I mean, of course, your identity, I assume, must be very, very intriguing due to the fact that you are plural.
I mean, yeah, and it's specifically the Rememberist as a person is, like, we have, like, that is a group identity. That is not an individual one of us, but, there's something
The
cool about
Rememberist
having,
system.
besides Ellie. I mean, hey, that depending on what we had decided to do, that could very well become a thing. But our old group name, like, it always kind of describes some of us more than others, right?
Right.
And so it's cool having this one sort of, like, mask,
unifying,
not in the artistic sense, but, like, the dramatic sense. This mask that we all wear.
Mm-hmm. It's very neat. I don't know. I mean, during our interview, I feel like it was very obvious that that the jar holder is just like it's funny, it's neat. I'm still very much Marcy.
I think, like, so the Remembrance, when I first got it, I was a little disappointed because I was jonesing for a different title, which I found out from the eyes that I did almost get, but then for very good reason, JR changed their mind on giving it to me, and I won't say what that title is here, but I was almost given a very different title. And then I wasn't given it, and I was like, remember us? Like, I don't even remember things. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? What does that mean? And over time, it has ended up becoming so important to me, and I've connected it back to this sort of, like, central themes of all my writing, like central themes of everything that I create, of being remembered and immortality through that. And even, like, the quests thing, I was like, I mean, I guess there's, like, a one quest that I'm on. I don't know. And then I turn that into something. So, like, I think, like, the holder, like, it is very funny. Like, I want to acknowledge that it's a funny name, but
it was come up on a stream.
I'm sure that in, you will find meanings of the holder that were never, clear to you at first. Just like how when I got quests, it wasn't because I was giving people quests. It was because I was on one quest. Like, it was because I was looking for the target. And then from that came more meanings. I think, besides even doing stocks, doing the, Zamponomics or whatever, like, which, by the way, coining that name forever, trademarking that's my term. Zamponomics.
Damn you.
You can use it, licensing fee.
Thank you. What's the fee?
We'll discuss my fee at a later date.
Can you
Miss
pay me
Lotus.
for it instead?
Fuck, you drive a hard bargain. How much do you want?
50 cents.
Shit. I'll have my people talk to your people.
Thanks. Hey,
Let's see if we
I'm
can
the
write up
people.
some language. I'm not my people, so you're gonna have to wait for
Oh,
them to
okay.
get back from
Thank
the
you.
holiday break.
Oh yeah, it's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Ain't that crazy? Oh, but yes. Anything else you're talking about?
Right. Where was I? Oh yeah. So, like I'm sure that you will find, and like when I think of like what your experience with it, like obviously your experience, number go up was like a bit from your stream, but like you take extremely detailed notes. You draw a lot of stuff related. Like you've been extremely thorough. I had not explored the Chronicles of the Mark before seeing you start to go through them, and I think like you are lending a voice to so much of this story and making it accessible in so many new and interesting ways that I think the ways that you hold Zampano and the ways you hold whatever your aspect ends up being someday are going to end up being very interesting. So never write it off. And even like the survivors of of avalanches, and I'm blanking what the other survivors aspect is, but in my interview with them, they were talking about how they were both a little confused as to how they got those titles when they were kind of both deeply ironic, but we're still finding ways to like, they really own being the survivors,
Oh yes, I mean of course. Any sort of
hearing more about, but
oh well, I hope so. I definitely should probably make some effort in getting that art interview out, because I found it very, very, very fun and very insightful.
I am so excited for our interview to come out. We're doing a little editing on it that was going to be fantastic. No rush, obviously, but
of course, I'm trying my best to get it out before the new year at least.
Don't worry, it is not like it like the one with the survivors took so long to come out that my title changed between recording and publication. Just because these things take a while. Like people are busy. Like it's not obsession is a dangerous thing. Zampano should never be your first priority,
Of course. I mean, that's certainly why I'm currently going to be ending this pretty soon.
Yeah, so you need to get some rest. I probably need to get some rest because I'm sick. But
oh yeah, what happened? What got you sick? Sorry, I should probably ask this as a friend instead of as a streamer.
Hi, my name is twitch.tv/Calabones. Here's my medical records. I'll start. So for the first, let me give you the numbers. Let's look at my blood. Go ahead and.
Oh, let's look at your blood, please.
Whoa, jeez, too hot for Twitch. Damn.
Listen, it's like asking if I can get your blood ID. It's good to make sure that you're invited for parties.
Make sure that my aesthetics fit this community.
Yeah, just in case they're not up to standard.
Wait, hold on. Fuck. What is she? It's the I'm desperately trying to remember what she says before the thing says "shut up and go in peace."
Oh, I sense rudeness in your voice. So, what now? You gonna shoot me or something? Come on, do it!
Do it!
No, I have not watched the Anna series recently, so that was just off the top of the dome.
That's impressive.
Maybe I should be able to remember us.
That's my Sui button.
My Zooey button. Oh, lovely.
Not Zooey, Sui, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, Chop Suey. Salutations, sir. Hold on, look.
I offer you something that could change your life forever.
God, what if I could offer you something that could change your life forever?
What are your pain points? What's your problem? What are our business struggles today?
What are our business struggles today?
Let Let me shake your hand and collect your genius germs.
You're gonna kill me. I love these. I fucking, ever since you told me I was salesman, Anna, that's been one of the things that's been like very formative.
I'm out of the loop.
Crack? Oh, it seems I'm out of the loop.
Voice lines, one more voice line. So one that has been absolutely essential to forming my branch and like the tone of it. One single line. You know it. I know it. We all know it.
Understood. Aim for the target.
Understood. Aim for the target.
That is where like the whole target plot line comes from. It's just the fact that that sentence is in my head forever. Understood.
Aim for the boss's gut.
Aim for the target.
Oh, I gotta know more about the target. That's definitely, you know what? I'm gonna write that down. Look for the target. I mean, I got a memory of the target.
About the target is, so the thing about the main like landing page of Expedition Sampanio, not the one that you're on in the background right now, but the one you were on before, is that gamers never look up.
What? Huh? Gamers never look up.
Gamers never look up.
Oh, hold on. Let me. This?
Not in that page. In the expedition logs.
Oh, the expedition logs. Hold on. Oh, this. Okay. Sampanio is a really fun game. I mean, I've clicked this. Oh, I mean, yes. Okay. I already clicked this and got this. So.
Oh. Well, you know, I looked
up. I just remembered something you said about AO3 or something.
Oh no! I just mean my profile. Like that was something I was scared of. I got scared that all my AO3 works on there. Okay,
I'll make sure to be a bit careful about that.
AO3, the stories themselves are fine. Just like. Like an easy list series is fine. I'm just saying, like, if you click on my AO3 profile, you will see all of my stories.
Right. Okay. I'll be a bit careful.
Which is fine. I mean, that's fine. Like, if you want to read them, just read.
I'll read them on stream. Listen, people have read the Omegaverse on stream.
Okay, I mean, yeah, go ahead. Click on the name.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. I'm not doing that.
Go click on it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Listen, we already have a slur on the stream right now. This is a constant. Fuck it. Ellie enamored. Ellie enamored. Fuck.
You should really do it.
Should I? Should I really? All right. I'm not doing it. I've got a fucking bone to pick with you, clown. All right. I'll read this. I'll read aim of the target sometime soon. I mean, I bought a memory. I got a memory of the target apparently, of a thing that I've read. So this will be fun.
The first two stories, like I'm pretty proud of, but then Target Lost, the third story in the series, I'm so fucking proud of how it's going along. I am fucking like vibrating with excitement about it. Which a lot of people read that one before going back. Some people still haven't read the first two, I think. They just read Target Lost.
Target Lost?
Yeah, it's part 3 of Easy.
I see. Target Lost.
Multiple chapters.
I see. Gamers look up, okay? I look up.
Gamers have never once looked like. Look, I'm looking at your face right now. You look forwards and sideways, motherfucker.
All right, let me see if I can. Hey. Okay, I'm still not looking up. I'm pointing up though. That's something to be considered. I know what's up there. I'm just not looking at it.
Oh yeah, you just don't want to. I guess pointing, but that's pretty good. I'll take it.
I win! Alright. Well, that being said, I'm going to look through more of the Enamored branch more.
Who?
The Rememberist branch. Sorry. I'll be
getting
looking.
me confused with someone. That's like you've known me for a really long time. How does that keep happening?
But it's literally on screen!
What is?
Enamored.
What that says Rememberist.
No, it doesn't! You don't have to.
Where are you looking?
Alright.
Wait, it's where it says it's pronounced the Rememberist of quests?
I'm gonna remember your death soon. Alright, we're moving to the fucking. God damn it. Alright. Hello everyone. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for showing your support. A very good Zampanio stream. I honestly, this picked up my spirits tenfold. I feel very happy. I'm full of energy. I don't feel like I will be taken apart limb by limb at today's work job appointment. Even if I can, in the back of my mind, believe that might just happen. I just don't think it'll happen. I think I'll be so good and happy that it would be impossible. Things that I'm going to be looking forward to next stream, we'll be going through more of the Chronicles of the Marked. The happiest gamer that ever lived. Oh, good. Yay! I still remember that I fixed that. Oh, good. I look so cute in that photo. I should probably start making more bulletin boards for all the photos, because those do get screenshotted, and those do get made. I do try and make photo boards of them.
That's awesome.
Hasn't happened in a while due to the fact that it's one of those things that I have to put effort in, but it's something. It's fun. So we got the Chronicles of the Marked, we got the Rememberists branch, and then we got a bunch of other just crazy bullshit that we clicked links for and are now part of the folder. We are
and
collecting. Huh?
Don't forget to remember your quest.
I almost forgot. I also have one quest that is relevant to the purposes of Zampanio. Though I do have a second quest from the Rememberist due to different circumstances.
You said doo-doo.
And both of them require Google Slides. Would you like to explain yourself on that over the stream?
Oh, absolutely. So basically...
And that'll be tonight's stream. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for showing your support. Let me see if there's anyone I can raid right now. I mean, what was I expecting? It's like, wait, hold on. Yeah, there's someone I can raid, actually. Hold on. Hey, someone being in Australia actually worked in my favor. Tonight we're going to be raiding Awa, who is a streamer that who I'm acquaintances with. I've showed up on their streams sometimes. It was very, very funny, very cute, very, 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 very fun, I think. What are they currently playing? They're currently playing Overwatch 2, which is something I do not support. Yeah, boo for Overwatch 2, but anyways, I'm sure that'll be a very fun chat to be part of. If y'all want to stick around and actually stay up this late. It is currently 5 a.m. for me, so that should tell you how much I've been going on for this for this stream. To be fair, I also have to call my mother and open up presents in FaceTime with her, so you know, that'll be fun. And she usually likes to do that early. I'll tell you what I get if I get anything cool. It'll most likely be just some cute dresses, I think. Which, I look cute in a dress. I look very cute in a dress. If only they made dresses that had suspenders on it. That'd be cool. Anyways, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for showing support. I said this like 3 times. Hope you all have a good night. Hope you all have a good morning. And I hope you all had a wonderful Moonlight Marcy. I've been your host, Marceline Mortis, and see you later. Bye-bye. Stop with that. Alright, let me wait until the lights are off.